What's up, guys? Today we got a Polaris 200 RZR in the shop, and we're going to go through and show you what steps you have to go to do a service on one of these. So let's get our stuff together and let's get started on it. So our first step on this machine is going to be changing our oil. We've got our oil filter that's located right here. Your fuel plug is going to be located right here, just behind this plastic cover. And your drain plug is located on the bottom side of your motor. Right there. That's a 17 millimeter. While your oil is draining, sometimes this spring and stuff does not come out with it, so make sure you get it. You'll notice this spring is made a certain way so it fits down into the cap like that, so it can hold it in there. While you got this out, you want to make sure that your screen is cleaned out good and you don't have any big chunks in it. Once you make sure that that's cleaned out and everything's good and your O-ring is good here on your drain plug, and your machine's through draining its oil, then you can reinstall your drain plug. Now we got our oil plug cleaned and we blew out our screen. Now it's time to put our plug back in. As you can see, we got our plug installed, and now we're removing our filter. The parts to do this with will be listed down in the description of this video, so don't forget to check that out. Once your filter is removed, be sure to clean off any debris that may be on the filter housing to ensure you get a good clean fit with the new oil filter whenever you reinstall it. Now, I like to put a little bit of oil around my rubber seal on my oil filters, and I just hand tighten my oil filters. Now we got our new filter installed. Now it's time to remove our dipstick. And we're gonna put our filter, or excuse me, our funnel in and put quart of oil in and then check our fluids. So what we've done here is we've put a quart of oil in it and we've reinstalled our dipstick. We've went around and cranked our machine. We've let it run for 20 to 30 seconds. We've turned it off. We've let the machine sit here for 30 seconds or so to allow all the engine oil to drain back down to the bottom of the engine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to remove our dipstick. We're going to wipe it clean. We're going to reinstall our dipstick, and we're going to remove it again to check and see where our oil level is. And we're down toward the bottom of our stick here, and I like for it to be toward the top, so we're going to add just a little bit more, and then our engine part will be done on this. Okay, so we put about another 1/8 of a quart in there, and our oil is right on the money, which is right at the top of the stick where I like it to be. So our engine part is done on this. We're going to reinstall our dipstick. Make sure it's good and snug. Now it's time to move on to Alright, so we got our motor and everything serviced. The next thing we're going to do is service the transmission on this little RZR. And the first thing we're going to do to give us easier access to our fuel plug and everything here is take off this chain cover. And we got these 2 bolts here on our chain guard. For the purpose of the video, I done got the top one loose. Now we're just going to pull this off. And what I would recommend doing is putting your nuts back on these with the bolt still in it. That way things don't get lost. Now your drain plug for your transmission is located right here. So now we're going to loosen it. Now that we got all of our oil drained out of here, we're going to put our plug back in. Make sure you got your crush washer back on it. If it needs to be replaced, replace it. We're going to snug it back up. Now it's time to remove our fuel plug here and put our oil back in our transmission. Okay, we got our fuel plug out. Now it's time to put our fluid in, and we're going to fill it up till it starts running out of this hole here. And in our description of this video, we'll have a link down in our description to the pump that we're using right here to fill this with. Okay, as you can see, we just got done filling it and it's running out. Now what we want to do here is just let it continue to run till it stops running. And what you're going for here is you want to fill it until you get it even with the threads here, or until it starts running out. And if it does start running out, you want to let it run till it stops. Now, as you can see down here on our brake rotor, it is dripping on our brake rotor. Now this is a kid's machine, so we want to make sure that once we're done that we clean this up, because that right there can get on our brakes and make our brakes slick, and we don't need any kids having problems stopping and having an accident. Alright, so it's basically stopped draining now, so what we're going to do now is just reinstall our plug. We're just going to snug it down. And then your next step is going to be reinstalling this shield here that we took off earlier, which is just the 2 bolts to put back on our chain guard. Now don't forget that down in the description we'll have a list of the parts and stuff that we used to complete this task on a machine just like this, so don't forget to check that out. If you like videos like this on how to keep your machines up and on the trail, don't forget to subscribe to our channel here, as we post videos like this on pretty often occasions. We appreciate y'all's support, and we'll catch you in the next video.